Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's have a look today at NIO stock. Now NIO stock today is down by 2%. We are seeing a 5-day trend now where NIO's down by about 5%. A lot of volatility in the market this week. However, I think things for NIO are actually looking quite good. I'll get into why I think that over the course of this video. If it sounds like it could be a good episode, please do make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. But do remember, I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Now I've said all of that, we might as well jump straight in, and I want to get straight to looking at what's going on. Now, as you will know, the past week for NIO stock has been a very mixed one. We have seen a lot in the past month for NIO. We started off being way down in the $4 range before actually finally breaking out into the 5s and way up to the 6s, right, and initially hitting the high 6s, almost touching 7. Very impressive to say the least. Now, whilst the past week has been red, I think things are quite good for a number of reasons. Now, my update for this week was that I simply wanted to see some consolidation, and the reason for this is actually quite simple, right? We've gone up a major amount. Let's actually have a look at the numbers, right? We'll go to the past month. Past month, from the lows to the highs, we're up by 50%. From the start of the month to the end, 35. 50% is not a small gain on a stock. It's very impressive. And when you see a stock that gains like this, the question is, can it hold on to it? That has been a historical problem with NIO stock in the last couple of weeks or months. However, now we are seeing something very nice forming. We're actually fine, and my point, by the way, for this week was I simply want to remain above the level of support way down in the 610 range. A push down to there and below would be very detrimental, but remaining above it would be very good. Now, the downward pressure that we saw, since obviously rising up, we're seeing slow down, we're seeing an actual somewhat change of trend. And some may say that today's 2% red day is bad. Obviously it's not ideal, however it does still point to a trend of broader consolidation with some upwards momentum coming in towards the end of the day, which again is a very good sign. So with that being said, we're in a position now where into the next week we could possibly see NIO pushing up higher, but the question is, where do we go to? Well, I think the first level to go to on the upside is very clearly going to be 650. Difficulty here, and here. And also here as well. A push above 650 would take us into a range where we could be looking at pushing up higher, possibly to 670, 680, and obviously into the $7 range. This is going to be the first level to break. Past there, we want to be pushing into the 680 range. That's going to be crucial, and that will of course take us onto a new high for the past month period. Very important to see this. Now, towards the downside, if we see things move that way, obviously we're going to want to hold supports at 625, then past there we're going to hold at 610 if possible, and if we're not able to do that, we could be going back down significantly lower. So this is why, in my opinion at least, things are very critical. However, if things were to turn around, if that was a possibility, I think things are lining up very nicely for the possibility of a further push in the next week. But at the end of the day, guys, I am not a financial advisor, and I am not a wizard, right? I cannot read the future. But they are the key levels that I'm looking for. It's up to you to decide what you think about that and where you want to play this one. I think at the minute there is a lot of risk for buying at these levels. However, if you see the possibility of a push higher, it could absolutely be worth it. And there's an argument to be made that buying at these lower levels could potentially give you those further gains. However, this is a stock that's up very high, and this is also worth considering. Do your own research, guys, come to your own conclusions, but these are simply the levels that I'm looking at. Make your own minds up on what you think will happen next. Thank you, and I do hope I'll see you in a future video. See you again soon. Goodbye.